My name is Steve Boyce. I'm the manager of the St. James Hotel up here in Cimarron, New Mexico. I'll tell you a little bit about the hotel. This property was built in 1872. The Santa Fe Trail run through the front door, and just about anybody that was headed west ended up staying here at the famous St. James Hotel. Started off as a saloon in 1872, and the hotel was added in 1880. And it was built by a man named Henry Lambert, who was in France and had, before coming out west, was a chef of Abraham Lincoln and the president. And when he came out here, he wanted to build a restaurant and a hotel to serve the travelers that were headed through this part of the country. It was a violent time. This hotel was set in the area of the Maxwell Land Grant. There was no law and there was no order. And in our bar in here, we have 21 bullet holes in the ceiling that from those days, and there were 26 men shot to death in that room, and several more throughout the hotel in different rooms, and an unknown number of shootings and killings out in the front of this building. But it's a great place. The property is owned by a gentleman called Robert A. Funk out of Oklahoma. He owns Express Personnel. And we have a big ranch here outside of Cimarron called the Express UU Bar Ranch. It's a 182,000 acre cattle ranch, recreational ranch also. But Bob bought the St. James Hotel for two reasons. Number one, he wanted to maintain the integrity of the building for the historic value that this place has. But his primary function was to do something good for the village of Cimarron. He had always asked for the many years that I've known him, what could he do to help Cimarron? And when he heard this was for sale, that was it. He knew that we could, and this is the cornerstone business here in Cimarron, and we have a static employee level here of about 35, 36 full-time people year-round, and then we'll run as many as 55 to 65 during the summer, during our peak busy season. And everybody that works here, with the exception of one or two, live here in Cimarron, and they just live in these small towns surrounding Cimarron. So it's been a big impact here. This is the only liquor license in town. It's the only bar. And anybody that's having a birthday or an anniversary, everybody comes to the St. James Hotel. It's a beautiful property. We purchased it, Bob purchased it January 1 of 2009. We closed it. We did an extensive remodel and rehab of this building, infrastructure-wise. Had to tear down some of the old stuff and rebuild. But we opened in June 22nd, so we're going into our third season. We're growing at a phenomenal rate. There's a lot of people are hearing about it and coming to see us. Very clean property. We have a best housekeeping staff that I've ever seen. This place is immaculate. Probably the most exciting thing that people find when they come here will be the food. The food is always a surprise. It's exceptionally good food. We have a complex menu at night. We're open 7 days a week. We have every morning from 7 to 10:30. We lay out a big old cowboy breakfast buffet with thick cut bacon, biscuits, and sausage gravy, and all the fruits, and lots of different kinds of meats and sausages and eggs. It's just a great breakfast, and it's all you can eat, $6.95, 7 days a week. Or if you're staying here with us, that's included in your room rate. We have 12 rooms here in the old hotel that we rent, and we also have an annex adjacent to us on the other side of the patio that has 10 rooms, and it's a little more modern. It was built in the 60s, and we've upgraded it, but it has air conditioning and TV and all them, and I might also add that the annex is not haunted like the old building is, so when we have people that are afraid to stay here because of ghosts, we send them over here, what we call the Sissy Hotel, to stay in, and we have a lot of fun with that. And speaking of the haunted, if you Google haunted hotels in America, you'll always see the St. James Hotel is listed in the top 10 in the nation. And but they have a lot of fun. We've had 2 different ghost shows produced, TV shows, one for the Travel Channel and the other one for the Sci-Fi Channel. And so we've had good exposure to that. We've had a lot of people come here just to have ghostly experiences. We've had several paranormal teams. We've got another one coming this month. Because it is a haunted hotel, we always have big Halloween blowout here, big Halloween ball, costume party, band. But we host a lot of weddings here, family functions. You know, we're it here in town, and this is where all the locals come to congregate after work and have a beer or two, or come in with their families and eat. It's just been a real benefit to this town, and probably our gross receipts tax that we produce here has been a big help to the overall village of Cimarron. And I'm just so proud and totally unexpected that we won this Viva award from the Association of Commerce and Industry, and just want you to know how much we appreciate it. You know, we're up here in the middle of nowhere, Cimarron, 3 hours north of Albuquerque, but sometimes we feel like we're so far away we wouldn't get Saturday Night Live till Tuesday morning out here. So we like the exposure. We'd like to get as many folks as we can up here from Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and the whole state of New Mexico to come enjoy some of their history, because that happened right here at the St. James Hotel in Cimarron, New Mexico.